I discovered my wife's affair with her ex's husband, and now I'm out for revenge. I discovered my wife's affair with her ex's husband, and now I'm out for revenge. She was cheating with a man who had a wife and kids of his own. The emails I found were explicit and left no doubt. My wife was lying to me, and our kids. Every day I hired a PI to dig deeper and get the truth. What I found out was even more disturbing. My wife's lover was a cheater and a liar. He was using my wife for sex and manipulation. I'm not sure what's worse, the cheating or the lying. I'm at a loss for what to do next. Should I confront my wife and her lover, or just walk away? Was I wrong to seek revenge on my wife's lover and his family?
I excluded my parents and their families from the biggest moment of my life. I excluded my parents and their families from the biggest moment of my life. My parents cheated on each other and remarried the people they cheated with. They were ordered to keep their spouses out of important appointments. But they stopped following the rules, and it got ugly. I have medical conditions, and their fights made everything worse. I'm done with the drama, and I didn't want them to ruin my win. I've been training my whole life for this moment. I finally felt free without them there. Now they're hurt and texting me every day. But I don't regret my decision. Was I wrong to keep them away? Was I wrong to ban my family from my big win? My sister's pregnant with my ex's baby, and I'm done with her. My sister's pregnant with my ex's baby, and I'm done with her. She slept with him while he was cheating on me, and then again while he was with my best friend. I found out she lied to me about when it happened. Now she's got no place to stay, and our parents want me to take her in. They think I should help with the baby and forget about who the father is. But I told them she's on her own unless they move her back in with them. I have no sympathy for her, and I won't lift a finger to help. My parents are trying to guilt trip me into changing my mind. They rented an Airbnb for her and are trying to get me to meet up. But I refuse to meet them because I'm done with my sister. I told them if they want to help her, they can, but I won't.
I caught my wife cheating with the same guy twice in 4 years. I caught my wife cheating with the same guy twice in 4 years. She lied about it and said it was just emotional, but the other woman's wife contacted me with proof. My wife was having an affair with this guy at work. They would meet up after their shifts and have sex. I had no idea until I got a text from the other woman. She told me everything and even sent me screenshots. I confronted my wife, and she admitted to the first affair, but said the recent one was just emotional. I threw her out of the house, but she took the kids with her. Now I'm left to pick up the pieces. I don't know if I can ever trust her again. Was I right to throw her out, or should I have tried to work it out? Was I right to throw my cheating wife out, or should I have tried to work it out?
My sister-in-law threatened to call the cops if we took her kids out of state without their dad. My sister-in-law threatened to call the cops if we took her kids out of state without their dad. We had planned a Disney trip with our kids and her 2 sons. My brother had a work emergency and couldn't make it. She demanded we uninvite his girlfriend and bring her instead. We offered to let her come along if she paid her own way. She refused and insisted on taking back her custody week. We canceled the kids' flights and park passes. Now she's furious that she didn't get a free vacation. She claims we're punishing her kids for a miscommunication, but they know she threatened to take us to court. My nephews are disappointed, but they are also angry with their mom. We're still going on the trip, just with some changes. Donna, my brother's girlfriend, is an amazing woman who loves the kids. My brother got my ex-wife pregnant, and they're engaged. My brother got my ex-wife pregnant, and they're engaged. We were married for years and remained close after divorce. I found out when I joked she looked pregnant on FaceTime. Next day she called and told me my brother is the father. They've been seeing each other for over a year in secret. My mom knew since the beginning of the year and is defending them. I haven't spoken to my mom or brother since I found out my ex, and I even had sex last year while she was with my brother. My brother is still dealing with custody issues from his own divorce. I'm trying to figure out how I feel, but I'm exhausted and frustrated. I don't know if I can ever speak to my family again. Am I the jerk for cutting off my family over this? I told the cops to remove my husband's family from my home after they showed up uninvited. I told the cops to remove my husband's family from my home after they showed up uninvited. My husband's sister, Scum, was with them. The same woman whose husband abused my 6-year-old son. The incident happened 3 years ago. But the trauma still lingers. My husband's family expects us to forgive and forget. But I refuse. Scum's husband got away with it. Thanks to her influence as a public defender now, my husband's not speaking to me, saying I should have let him handle it. He thinks I overreacted. But I know I protected my family, the police took my side. Treating scum like a suspect, my husband's family says I'm holding a grudge. But I call it justice, I'd do it all over again to keep my kids safe. Was I right to call the cops on my husband's family? Was I the asshole for calling the cops on my husband's family? Or was I justified in protecting my kids?
I canceled all my friend's abuser's classes and added expensive fees. I canceled all my friend's abuser's classes and added expensive fees. He had been verbally and physically abusing my friend. She had shown up to our place crying and bruised after he shoved her. I was working in the school admin building at the time. I had access to student records and class schedules. I used this to my advantage and ruined his semester. He was a foreign student and needed a certain number of units to stay. I didn't care, I just wanted him to pay for what he did. My friend was worried about seeing him in class, but I took care of it. He showed up to class and wasn't on the roster. Someone else had taken his spot. He tried to argue with the teacher, but it was too late. My friend never had to see him in class again. I may have been too harsh, but he deserved it. Mess with me, but not my friends. Was I the hero or the villain for ruining my friend's abuser's education?